Hi guys!
Hey guys, we're back with a new video. This will be the final one for Vegas.
We
For
promise.
sure. We promise. We're gonna be talking about how much we spent in Vegas, how we budgeted it, and yeah, tips on how to like spend.
Tips and tricks. So, after adding everything up, we came up with a grand total of $854.87. Not including hotel and flight.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot, but it's 6 days, so let's break it down.
Yeah.
So this comes out to $427.44 each, but if you divide it per day, it's just $71.24 daily. So it's less than $75 spent each day for breakfast, lunch, dinner, entertainment. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's $71.24 daily each. Not both of us, because then both of us would be
like 144 about.
yeah. So that's like a roundabout. But you know, you could easily do $50 a day and live lavishly in Vegas.
If you looked at our videos, we didn't restrict ourselves too much, but we didn't also like overspend.
Yeah, like I mean, you guys probably know when you like see a price and you're like, for what it's like, for what the thing is, you could decide whether it's worth it or not. Like we did that too. We saw some prices and we were like, for this,
like some of the things that he already planned, we didn't even end up doing because we're like, it's not even worth it. Or like some things that wasn't even in his thingy, we were like, oh, we should do it instead because it looked more.
Yeah. So it all could be. You could easily go with $50 a day.
I say
You'll
you
be
could
fine.
range probably from like $50 to $100 each, depending on how you budget. But for us, it was less than $75.
So for booking, it's kind of tough. I mean, I look on Google Flights and like Google Hotels and Expedia and all those other like Booking.com, Hotels.com, etc. You know, and you compare prices and stuff. So
Yeah,
you never
have
know.
to compare prices because you may think like Expedia might be the cheapest, but it's
Yeah.
not. Or in terms of hotel and flight, you should try to bundle it. Like on Expedia, they have like these bundle deals, and they tend to be a lot cheaper than booking separately.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Vegas is especially cheap compared to other places that we were checking out. We were checking out Seattle.
Yeah.
We were checking out Salt Lake City, like anywhere basically. And Las Vegas is significantly cheaper. You could go there very, very cheaply. The only reason it came out so expensive because we literally spent 6 days in Vegas when people typically spend like 2-3 days max. So
Like we went
that's
more
why it
for,
came out
like,
so
the
expensive.
adventure.
Yeah.
And like just going to drink and casino. You know?
Because most people go to Vegas to drink and casino. So they only stay there like 2-3 days. So if you're doing that, it's gonna be significantly much cheaper. But since we stayed there for 6 days, it's gonna be. That's why it ended up being so much. Flight is very cheap because the airlines are confident that you're gonna be making up the money that you didn't spend on the flight with them at Vegas and the hotel and the attractions and everything. So that's why Vegas specifically is extremely cheap.
So for booking, if you can be flexible, it's so much easier to find a cheaper like flight and like hotel. Because let's say you were gonna go like Monday to Friday, but it turns out to be cheaper Tuesday to Saturday, then it's better to go that Tuesday to Saturday. Like for us, we were originally gonna go from like a Tuesday to a Thursday, but it came out, let's see, $760 from Tuesday to Thursday instead of going the Monday to Saturday that was only $724. So it like dropped like $40 because we changed the days.
Yeah. It also comes out cheaper depending on the proximity to the strip. So the closer you are to the strip, the more expensive the per night price is of the hotel. We saw that because well, the prices for the Link and the Flamingo were more expensive than like the Strat.
If you're booking on Expedia and it's like 2 of you, you should check on both accounts because sometimes one account could be cheaper even if it's the same like time, flight, and date. Like I think mine was cheaper by like $10 than on his account.
Yeah. So transportation.
I'd say it's pretty cheap in Vegas.
Transportation, if you're on the Strip and you're gonna stick to the Strip, go with the $20 bus pass.
Yeah, that's all you need. Like for
We
3
only,
days.
we use a 3-day $20 bus pass, and it was great. That's all we needed. We only Ubered to the hotel, to the airport when we were leaving, to
And to
Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need. And it was like, I think it was like around $15 each. So if you're like in a group, you can divide it and it will come out cheaper per person.
Yeah. So if you're going to Vegas, the only like thing you'll need Uber for is when you're going to the hotel and back to the airport. Unless you're leaving daytime, you could take public transportation, but we didn't want to. We were carrying suitcases, so there's that. And then food, we took an Uber to Walmart.
Yeah. I recommend the Uber because if you're gonna be like us, that we spent the money for breakfast, you're gonna get a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So it was a $20 each for the bus pass, and for Uber we spent a total of $63.67.
Yeah.
So it's about 3 rides.
Yeah, basically.
3? 6. 5-6 rides.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we went to the hotel, the airport, Walmart, coming back from Walmart. That was 4.
Yeah, and then we spent. We only went on one more, right?
Oh
We
yeah.
took one to Margaritaville.
We took one to Margaritaville because we were running late and it was still closed when we got there.
Yeah. So yeah. So how much was that? 5?
That was 5. Yeah, $60 about.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Makes sense.
transportation for the bus only $20 each. Like you can see the difference.
So
Food came out to a grand total of
$333.
So it came out less than entertainment, which I'm actually shocked about. But yeah, but we actually saved a lot more on food because we went to Walmart. Yeah, which brings us to food.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like your most expensive expense.
Yeah, food and entertainment are the most expensive at Vegas, and it all depends on how much you're willing to spend or what you're willing to see in Vegas, because there's a lot of stuff both very cheap and very expensive, and it all depends. You got to do your research. You got to do your research before you go, because there's a lot of stuff and you're not gonna get to see everything, so you might as well prioritize what you want to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially because, an example, there's 3 places that you can like look at Vegas from a high place. There's the Strat, there's the Link, and there is the Eiffel Tower. All of those 3 have different like experiences. The Strat gives you a good view of Las Vegas and like the mountains, neighborhoods, and everything, whereas the Eiffel Tower gives you a great view of the Strip. And
especially if you go at nighttime, it's super beautiful.
yeah, and personally, the Link wheel, that Ferris wheel, it's slow, it's nice, but it's kind of similar to the Eiffel Tower, because
That's
it's
the one that we
right
ended
there.
up not even doing.
Yeah.
Because we did the Eiffel Tower, so like it's
So
pointless.
if you don't have to go to all 3 or 2 like we did. You could easily go to one of them. The Strat, for one, lets you go in multiple times that same day. So you bought your ticket at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever. You could go back at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. to see them at nighttime. That's what
especially
we did.
if you stay there, like it gives you easier access to just go back
Yeah.
and forth.
Just gotta do your research, because there's expensive stuff, there's not expensive stuff. For example, Mandalay Bay, that shark reef, kind of expensive.
Yeah.
It's like in the 30s, right?
I think so.
Kind of expensive. Yeah,
We can pull up the receipts right now.
kind of expensive.
Yeah, like it was nice, especially if you have kids. Like it's nice, but like
You
I
just
don't know.
have to know what your priorities are. Entertainment. We went to museums as well. We went to the Neon Museum. We went to the Mob Museum.
If you want to count the Shark Reef as a museum.
Yeah. You don't have to go to museums. I mean, there's much to do in Vegas without going to museums. We're just museum buffs,
Yeah,
so
like we
like
done all the
going to
museums like New
museums.
York, I think.
So you don't have to go to museums, but
If you don't like the museum, like the historical museum, I recommend the Neon Museum because it's not.
Neon
it's
Museum
just,
is
like,
nice.
You're looking at the
It's
signs.
just
And
signs.
stuff.
Yeah, it's neon signs at nighttime.
Like
Very
if you're
nice.
gonna do at least one, I would say that one. Like I really like that one. I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. We for one went a bit overboard on entertainment. I mean, we didn't cap off our entertainment.
Yeah, like we
budget.
didn't really spend that much money at casinos, so we took that money that we would have spent there on like
So,
museums
yeah.
and stuff.
So when we say that there's free places in Vegas, it means that it's like Times Square, you know?
Yeah.
It's like Times Square, Washington Square, like in New York, I mean, you know, Flushing Park, you know, it's like bustling areas where there's things to do, artwork,
Yeah.
statues, you know,
Like the
stuff
art
that you're
district,
gonna
like,
want
literally
to,
looking at the
something you're gonna
shows
want to
and
visit to take pictures and stuff, like the Vessel in New York,
stuff.
stuff like that. Like it's free, it's interesting to check out. That's what we mean by that. There's a lot of free stuff to like just check out, parks, statues. Yeah, there's a lot of walking involved.
Yeah. So no sandals.
Yeah.
Like I did on the first day.
So for entertainment,
You ready for this grand total? Dun, 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 dun.
we spent $384.57 in total
In
together.
total. So that's like about
So that's
$190
$190 each, and
If you break down daily, it's about $30 each. So that's about like if you were to
A day.
do one major
so think
event
about that.
each
Yeah.
day.
So we stayed there for 6 days, and that's us basically spending.
So like,
$30
the first day was
on
a
an
museum,
attraction.
The second day was the Eiffel Tower. It's kind of
So think about that. If you're only gonna be there for like 2-3 days,
it's not that.
it's not bad. That's about the same as spending here in New York, like at
Yeah.
a museum or a special exhibition. So that's that. Okay. So biggest expenses were
Entertainment, then food, then transportation.
and like summarizing each thing for booking, farther away from the strip, better for you in terms
Bundle
of pricing.
deals.
Bundle deals will get you even cheaper. In terms of transportation, bus.
Definitely.
Only use Uber for the obvious long distances, or, which we forgot to mention, if you're walking at nighttime, don't
Oh, yeah.
outside of the strip. If you're walking outside of the strip,
If
or
you're
you
in a
have to
big
walk
group.
outside of the strip, if you're in a big group, kind of different way you can weigh your chances. But if it's just like two of you, one of you, Uber back. Don't
Yeah,
risk it. Don't risk
definitely.
walking back. We were told not to. So yeah, that's the only way I could really justify Ubers. Unless either you're leaving the strip, or it's nighttime and you have to walk through a sketchy area,
Yeah.
which every place outside of the strip is sketchy.
Yeah,
Because they know.
basically.
They know. Everybody knows if you're walking outside of the strip,
It's like, what are you doing?
what are you doing?
Automatically, you look sus.
Yeah. So, food. Try to minimize your costs by making some type of food
Yeah.
on your own, either lunch or breakfast or both. We managed to do breakfast and lunch. You could just simply do breakfast, or you could simply do lunch. We just focused on breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So yeah.
Yeah, because food and wherever you are, it's always going to be the biggest like expense you have because
Yeah.
especially if you dine in because you got a tip and like
Mhm.
the prices and stuff.
And if you're not looking to spend a lot of money, there are options for you as well.
Oh, yeah,
So
definitely. There's
if you
fast
don't
food.
really care about experiencing restaurants and stuff, there's options for you as well. Fast food, and the fast food places are pretty good there. There's Shake Shack, In and Out,
I would
pizza
look
place,
into like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
buffet.
Like we
Yeah.
did that in Florida, and like we spent most of our time there. Because they tend to be cheap and you get to like whatever you want.
So yeah, that's food. And then entertainment, just make your list. Compile the prices of the places that you want to go to.
Be ready.
And then decide.
Because you might have something in your list and you end up not doing it or changing it up.
So yeah, entertainment is the most variable one because everybody's going to want to see something different. So just get your prices and then see what's worth it, what's not worth it, because that's what's going to happen. I had the link on my list and then I actually saw it and I was like, you know what, this isn't really worth it. So yeah, that's that.
And
that's
sometimes we get to places late and we got to improvise.
Yep, that's that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Vegas. Wrapped
That's
up.
it. We finally finished this video.
Yep, Vegas is over, guys.
Finally, thank God, right?
Next up will be a video updating you on where we're heading next.
Spring break coming to you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time.